Welcome back for another season of Gretna football. I'm Brody Heidemann, and you might be surprised to hear me, but I'm back. Obviously, coming out of the offseason, Gretna has a lot of key losses on both sides of the ball, and a devastating ending as they lost to Westside 43-41 in the championship. Now they look to rebound in the new era without Zane Flores, under the command of Alex Wilcoxon. And what an off-season it's been for the Dragons. Obviously, the key losses on the offense: Zane Flores, Blake Moore, Tyson Boganowski, Mason Goldman, Colin Sims, and there's more. And on the defense, you got Corver Dema, no longer with us, now at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Harrison Weber, Braden Moore, Ethan Stewart, and Mason Goldman as well. A lot of movement over the offseason as well, as players such as Joey Veith committing to South Dakota State in the past weeks, and Calvin Jansen with a big offseason taking recruiting visits to Nebraska and Iowa State, to name a few, as he looks to become one of the key players on the offensive line. But Gretna, coming out of last year, they're 30-4 over the last 3 seasons. That's unprecedented when you look at a program such as this, but obviously a new era here tonight under the helm of Alex Wilcoxon. As the Dragons are moments away from taking the field here, a new players emerged during the offseason, as during lots of practices over the summer, number 5, Blake Hawkins, has stood out, as he is one of the captains for the team and looks to be one of the key players for this Dragon squad. Another player to look out for today that's been improving over the offseason, Jaden Holston. He's emerged on offense and defense, as he'll be the starting tight end. As here come the Dragons as they take the field for the season opener against Omaha Burke here tonight. And also a lot of other losses as a school just down the road opened in Gretna East. This is the first time there'll be 2 schools in the Gretna district. It's also the first night without a lot of the players, as Gretna looking to stay at the top of the rankings. Obviously, last season coming it down to the wire against Omaha Westside, falling just short of their 2nd straight state championship. But now they look to make their own destiny under a new leader. As for the Burke Bulldogs, they were 2-7 last season, and reminiscent of last season, Gretna played Burke away, and Gretna came out on top 44-0 in their last season opener. Look to do it again here tonight, as the Burke Bulldogs are about to take the field. And the Bulldogs, one of their key players, Mason Blankenship Jones, left the team as a walk-on at the University of Nebraska. Now here's the Bulldogs meeting on the G. Big crowd here tonight in Gretna. Even with the 2 teams, Gretna still has the community behind them. Never going to see community like this, as Gretna packing the stands on their side tonight. Coming out here to start the season off. Gretna. What a run they've had over the past 3 years. Again, 30-4 over the last 3 seasons. Everyone's played a part in their team as they look to come back and win here tonight. Not many coaches left during the offseason, as Mike Cale will still be the team's head coach. Only key losses was assistant coach Matt Schrader, as the Gretna East Griffins, headed by Coach Justin Haberman, they take on Hastings tonight, as we will tune in for the score updates on that. And some other key matchups here tonight in the Metro. Omaha Westside takes on Creighton Prep, as Prep last week fell to Bellevue West. If you remember last year, Gretna, 2 games against Bellevue West. You'll hear me talk about it, but the Bellevue West Gretna game I still think is one of the best games I've ever seen. They'll be playing them again in a few weeks. Besides, this time will be away. So we're moments away from kickoff here in Gretna, A new era begins for the Dragons as a team without Zane Flores, one of the greatest quarterbacks in Nebraska State history, took his talents down to Stillwater, Oklahoma, as he's also weeks away from starting his journey as a college quarterback for the Oklahoma State Hokies. As a familiar face at kicker, kicker Cam looks to get the season started for the Dragons. And back deep for the Burke Bulldogs, number 13, Zion Rush. And number 5, Brody Carlin. As Bothwell gets his side ready. We're moments away here from a kickoff in Gretna and a new season of football. It's Cameron Bothwell. His kick sails into the end zone. Gretna will start the season off with a touchback as the Burke Bulldogs will get the ball at the 25. In Gretna, this defense looks a lot different from last year again. Key losses, Corver Demma, Mason Goldman, and Harrison Weber. They bring back starters such as Isaiah Weber, Joey Veith, Alex Runge, and Michael Sheaf. But again, defense from last year. As for the Bulldogs, on offense last year, different change at quarterback as number 12, Benjamin Halstead, will be the starting quarterback here tonight. As first down and 10 from the 20. Bulldogs in the I formation. Halstead hands the ball off. Is immediately met at the line. Ball on the ground. Do the Dragons have it already? As Gretna's going to get the football on the first play of the season. They got right in the backfield. As what a way to start the season. As player down on the field. Let's watch this one. I mean, what a way to start the season. As now the offense comes out for the first play. Alex Wilcoxon in the shotgun. As now first down and 10. Isaiah Weber behind Wilcoxon as Wilcoxon hands the ball off to Weber, and Weber immediately met in the backfield. Number 43, Amar Scott on the tackle for a loss, as now Gretna loses a few yards on the play there. It'll be second down and 12. Is outright for the Dragons, still running 3 men outright. Jaden Holston, Alex Runge, and Michael Sheaf. Is now second down and 12. Alex Wilcoxon in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Hands it off to Weber. Weber bounces outright, and again, immediately met in the backfield. This time, number 95, Leyland Fawn. There's 2 plays for no gain to start off the season for the Dragon. After the fumble recovery, look to go deep here on 3rd and 17. As Wilcoxon in the empty. 3 wide receivers out left, 2 out right. Wilcoxon takes the snap. Pressure getting to him, almost fumbles the ball, rolls out right. I think he might keep this one for himself. Bounces off one defender, but immediately met by number 8, Logan Nielsen, as now the Dragons bring out, don't know if it's the kicking unit or the punting unit, as they've got a leg in Cameron Bothwell, and Cameron Bothwell is going to attempt this kick. Be kicking it from the 30. I believe this is about a 44-yard field goal from the hold of Will Weberg. Cameron Bothwell, his first kick of the season, is up and no good. Wide right as a messy first drive for the Dragons. negative yard plays as the Dragons now look to go back out on defense and do the same thing they did the first drive. So we'll see if the Burke Bulldogs, I believe it was Nathaniel Collins in at quarterback last drive, not Benjamin Halstead. We'll see if they continue to run that. As it looks like they're in the I formation here, bunching up at the line again. Takes the snap, drops back, looking across the middle, goes deep, and Michael Sheaf gets the interception at the logo. 2 straight turnover plays for the Bulldogs as Gretna back on offense again. It's Michael Sheaf, the first interception of the season. As the Collins dropped back and just hurled one deep, Sheaf was sitting right under the ball. Got his first interception of the season. A year ago, Michael Sheaf had 1 interception. Already ties that number up here today as Will Coxon in the empty backfield. 3 wide receivers out right. Will Coxon sets a man in motion, pitches it off as Aiden Nowling gets rung up in the backfield. Number 7, Jamari Allen gets the tackle as no gain on the play as Aiden Nowling trying to turn that one upfield. No gain again for the Dragons. Has yet to attempt to pass. Something a year ago would have been crazy to say here in Gretna as they look to go to a more ground attack instead of over the air. It's now 2nd down and 10 from the 50. Will Coxon takes the snap, hands it off to Weber, and Weber immediately met in the backfield. Loss of 2 on the play as Gretna, another sloppy run. It's their 3rd negative yard play of the day. It's now 3rd down and 12 from the 48. Gretna looking to do some damage here, has yet to get a positive play. Three wide receivers out left for the Dragons. Weber on the left of Will Coxon as flag on the play. I believe it'll be an illegal formation. I'm not positive. But I believe they had 5 men in the backfield. So we'll see if the official call is here. As maybe there's no flag. No flag on the pledge. The official timeout. It's now Will Coxon. Takes a snap. Drops back. Pressure coming. Gets the screen off to Sheaf. Sheaf turns it upfield. Sheaf up past the 40. Stumbles around and has enough for a 1st down. Bounced around there for a second, but kept his balance as Sheaf turns it up for the first positive play of the day. A 17-yard gain up to, 13-yard gain up to the 41. 1st down 10 now. Will Coxon hands it off to Weber. Weber up the middle, immediately met the line, but keeps those legs pushing as Weber, these past weeks, participated in the CrossFit Games yet again. Let's watch this dump-off pass here again. A design screen to Sheaf as the blockers pulled to the right, and Sheaf just turned it upfield. Bounced off that defender and kept his footing to get the 1st down. And then Weber here, punched up the middle, just keeps those legs churning and gets an extra 4 yards on the play. 2nd down and 4 now from the 34. Will Coxon fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. Bounces off one defender, gets the edge, and decides to take it out of bounds. Forced out of bounds by number 3, Marcus Buchanan. Is now 3rd down and 4. Gretna Gretna looking to keep the drive alive. Looks like they're going to stack the line here. Blake Hawkins in on the side. Wilcoxon takes a snap. Hands it off to Weber. Weber up the middle. Has enough for a first down as he gets up to the 29. As Gretna is going to keep this drive alive. As Weber, the team's leading rusher last year, gets the carry here. Faked him with the outside. It was more of a counter to the outside from Weber. As another first down for the Dragons. 7 minutes, 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. No scores yet from either team, but 2 turnovers from the Dragons so far. Now first down and 10 from the 29-yard line. Wilcoxon hands it off to Weber, and Weber immediately met in the backfield. Jesus Estrada got to him. As Gretna so far, running the ball hasn't been as good as you would say. As Weber, like I was saying a year ago, the team's leading rusher. If you remember, he missed 4 weeks at the end of the season, still the team's leading rusher. And he came back in the final game of the season against Westside. And I mean, Weber, he's special talent. Participated in the CrossFit Games this offseason. Is now second down 11. Wilcoxon pressured in the backfield. Wilcoxon dumps it off as, did he get his feet in bounds? I believe he did. Alex Runge hauls in that one. It's a toe tap catch at the 24-yard line. Will be third down and 4 for the Dragons. What a throw by Wilcoxon on the run. Pressure got to him. Had to roll out left. It's now third down. Deep in Burke territory. Wilcoxon looks like he's going to keep it himself. Takes it out left. Turns up the sidelines. Does he have enough? As he'll be marked. Believe it'll be right at the line. It'll be fourth down. Do the Dragons keep the offense out on the field, or do they send kicker Cam out to attempt a field goal? As Kale trying to decide. This looks like the offense is going to stay out there. Wilcoxon, a dual threat quarterback, can run the ball on the ground and throw it in the air. Really only seen the rushing side so far tonight. A short gain earlier on the drive as Runge set in motion. Wilcoxon hands off to Weber. Weber bounces up the middle, finds a gap, and runs over a defender. Brought down by number 21, Austin Townsend. But a first down for the Dragons as they push up into the red zone. As there's a penalty flag as the play is coming back. This is now fourth down again. Do we see the Dragons go for it yet again, or does kicker Cam come out to attempt it now? What a run by Weber, negated by the penalty, as they might just punt the ball. As Cameron Bothwell will line up from the left hash for his second kick of the game. It's Cameron Bothwell, accurate a year ago. Four minutes, 54 seconds left here in the first quarter is Bothwell. His kick is up. And this one, no good, wide right yet again. As now the Bulldogs will take over on offense. 2 straight turnovers for the Bulldogs on their opening drives. Can they do something productive here? As for Gretna, nothing working so far tonight. A far different look from last season. Is really keeping it on the ground so far. Tonight, so far, only receptions from Michael Sheaf and Alex Runge. And on the ground, Weber, 5 carries for only 1 rushing yard. And Wilcoxon has 3 for 8. But can the defense prove to be strong here again? Is Gretna really retaining most of their defense? All the defensive backs from last year are still here besides Blake Moore. As Joey Veith, committed to South Dakota State about a week ago, is now first down and 10. Collins, under center. Takes a snap, hands it off to the fullback. Met at the line immediately. They're still pushing. Still getting an extra yard or two. There's a fullback dive there for the Bulldogs. As that was number 43, Amar Scott on the carry. And now 2nd down and 8 from the 22. Collins under center in the I formation again. He's going to hand it off and immediately tackled. Blake Hawkins got into the backfield quick and got his first tackle for a loss on the season. Jamari Allen went nowhere, as a loss of 3 on the play. Will be 3rd down and 11 from the 19. A big tackle is Hawkins. Many of his teammates have said he's hit the weight room over the offseason and bulked up, as he's the starting edge for the Dragons. Obviously, the Dragons lost Corver Dema over the offseason, but Blake Hawkins looks to fill in. It's now 3rd down 11. Collins in the shotgun, drops back, immediately met with pressure. Blake Hawkins yet again, as he's going to get the sack. And Gretna doesn't get the fumble, but just watch Hawkins here. Immediately goes straight through the guard. Blake Hawkins, what a drive. A sack and a tackle for a loss. And I mean, man, they weren't lying when they said he hit the weight room over the offseason. It's now 4th down and 20. The Bulldogs will punt the ball back deep for the Dragons, number 7, Michael Sheaf. As Burke punts the ball, a high kick. Sheaf will take it from the 46. Sheaf out left, has wide open room. Sheaf up the sideline. It's out of bounds at the 20. What a return from Michael Sheaf, as the Dragons already in Burke territory here, as they look to finally capitalize off good field position. As Alex Wilcoxon and the Dragons come back out on offense. Look to see some passing plays here on this drive. So far, the run game stuffed at the line by the Bulldogs. Gretna still scoreless on the night as we come to the end of the first quarter. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left. 3 wide receivers out right. Wilcoxon in the shotgun, takes a snap. Screen pass to Runge. Runge's going to turn it up the side of the field. Runge looking for a gap, stays in bounds, and Runge dives to the pylon, is out of bounds at the 3. They'll say he stepped out of bounds. As watch Runge just turn on the jets on this designed bubble screen. Takes it up the side and just falls short of the pylon. It's out of bounds at the 3. Is now 1st down and goal for the Dragons. Look to finally punch it in here. As who will be the first Dragon to score here tonight? Unless the Burke Bulldogs can once again stop the run game. Isaiah Weber and Wilcox in the backfield as Gretna trying to get a play call in. Will take a timeout. Their first of the half. As I mean, what a play to start off the drive for the Dragons. Runge just took the design bubble screen, turned the corner, and turned on the jets. And so far tonight, Blake Hawkins, I don't have to say much more. A sack and a tackle for a loss on that last drive. And I believe at the beginning of the game, he might have had another forced fumble on the opening drive. He's filling in for Corver Dema, and he's filling in right there. There's Gretna on defense tonight. They are stuffing the Bulldogs at the line. You know what they say, defense wins championships. As let's take a look around Nebraska, the game everyone's been wondering about, Gretna East versus Hastings. As Gretna East up 14-0 on Hastings early on in the game. As I can get the box score. Gretna 14-0 in the first quarter. Gretna East, correction. As what a start for the Griffins. First down and goal. Weber on the right. Will Coxon's going to keep it himself. He's going to take it in for a touchdown. Will Coxon keeps it for himself and gets the first touchdown of the Dragon season. Will Coxon era starts off with a rushing touchdown. Now Cameron Bothwell will come out to attempt the extra point. As Bothwell, his kick is up. And good. Gretna gets on the board here tonight as they go up 7-0 over the Burke Bulldogs. As just watch these blocks. Isaiah Weber with the leading block, and Will Coxon just waltzed on into the end zone. And Gretna, their motto of the season, never settle. After last season falling short in the state championship, they remind themselves never settle, as they're never going to stop backing down. They got to keep pushing for what's next. 2 minutes, 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's Gretna's defense capitalizing so far tonight on the mistakes from the Bulldogs. Cameron Bothwell will kick it off and back deep for the Bulldogs. Number 13, Zion Rush. At number 5, Brody Carlin. Carlin, a year ago, the team's leading receiver. Is now Bothwell. His kick will be caught at the 4. Rush will take it out and is brought down at the 20. Brought down by number 30, Clay Gaith. It's now first down and 10 from the 20. Burke looks to get off to a start here. Yet to get it up past midfield. As will Nathaniel Collins still be at quarterback for the Bulldogs. As Nathaniel Collins in the shotgun. Takes it high snap. Drops back. Pass tipped in the air and somehow caught. Went off the helmet of lineman. But Brody Carlin somehow comes down with that one. Gain of 6 on the play. Will be second down and 4. They're running the hurry up. It's Nathaniel Collins. 2 wide receivers out right. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff. As it's batted down, Max Vesio got his hands up and swatted that one down. Third down and 4. Is just watch this pressure from the left side. Came rushing from the side. Already had pressure up the middle from number 35, Jace Wilson. As Gretna getting in the backfield quick tonight. Is now third down and 4. Collins in the backfield. 3 wide receivers out right. Collins takes the snap. Looking deep, pressure coming, dumps it off, and just dropped. As I believe that's number 21, Austin Townsend. Is now fourth down and 4. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to stay out on offense, as now they'll send out the punt team. Is back deep for the Dragons, number 7, Michael Sheaf. Minute 56 left here in the first quarter. A slow game to start tonight. This Burke's punt. A short one will land at the 42 and will be downed at the 40. Gretna will start with the ball in Burke territory as the Dragons come back out. I mean, so far tonight, name of the game for the Dragons has been that defensive line. Blake Hawkins, Max Vesio, Jace Wilson. They've been getting into the backfield with plenty of time. It's now first down and 10 from the 40. Alex Wilcoxon with Weber on his side. Two wide receivers on both sides. Wilcoxon hands it off to Weber. Weber bounces up the middle, gets off one tackle. He'll fall down at the 35. Gain of 5 on the play for Weber. So far tonight, Weber, 7 carries for 11 yards. Just punched up the middle. Pull block from Miriam there. This looks like Brody Carlin went low and tackled him there. Really the only way we're going to get Weber down. It's now second down and 5. Hands the ball off to Weber again. Weber stumbles forward for a few yards. As now Weber comes off. Looks like we're going to see an empty formation here from the Dragons on third down and 3. There's 2 wide receivers out right, 3 out left. Wilcoxon in the shotgun. Takes his time. Sheaf and Nowling out right. Wilcoxon senses the pressure, sees the blitz, dumps it off to Nowling. Nowling back up the middle, gets enough for a first down, takes on the contact. Brought down by Brody Carlin as Gretna's going to get a first down as they continue their drive. As looks like Gretna probably is going to run up to the line and try and get a hard count down. 20 seconds is time ticking in the first quarter. We'll see if they make another play. As Wilcoxon takes the snap and hands it off, keeps it himself, stumbles down, but gets up past the 25 as he'll come down at the 25. As that concludes the first quarter. Gretna 7, Burke 0 at the conclusion of the first quarter. And so far tonight, name of the game has been defense for the Dragons. As Burke looking to find an answer on defense and Gretna looking to make some damage on the offense. I'm Brody Heidemann, and I'll be right back with you after this ad break brought to you by Cheer Athletic. Welcome back after the ad break. I'm Brody Heidemann, and we come to you in Gretna. The score is 7 Gretna, 0 Burke. As Gretna with the ball deep in Burke territory. Ball at the 24-yard line. Gretna, second down and 6. It's Alex Wilcoxon. Fakes the snap, dumps it off to Runge. Runge, immediately met in the backfield, will fall down at the line of scrimmage as, injury on the line for the Dragons. Injury timeout on the field. as we will take an injury timeout here in Gretna. So we'll be right back with you. As Griffin Goldman has to be helped off to the sidelines. Gretna comes back out. Will be 3rd down and 6. As now Goldman gets off to the sidelines on his own weight. It's now 3rd down and 6. Wilcoxon with Weber on his right. Drops back. Dumps it off to Weber immediately. Weber pushes his legs and will have enough for a 1st down. A little dump off pass there for Alex Wilcoxon. Gretna keeps the drive moving. Ball spotted at the 18. It'll be 1st down and 10. As Weber Wilcoxon so far perfect on the night. 6 for 6 with 44 passing yards. Is now 1st down 10. Another dump off pass to Weber. Weber turns it up the side. Immediately met at the line of scrimmage. We'll get 1 yard on the play maybe. It'll be 2nd down and 9. As Gretna so far capitalizing off the dump off passes. Little screen plays in the backfield. Getting the ball going and up the field for the Dragons as they're trying to win the game with speed here tonight. It's now 2nd down. Wilcoxon fakes the handoff to Weber. Gets the screen pass to Runge. Runge stumbles forward, almost had the touchdown. Caleb Hilker gets the shoestring tackle there. It's so close to turning it up for a touchdown. Hilker just got his foot. It's now 3rd down and 4. Gretna looking to keep the drive alive. Deep here in Burke territory. Third down and 4. Fakes the handoff. Wilcoxon's going to keep it himself. Bounces around one defender, falls forward, and has enough for a 1st down. Brought down at the 6-yard line as Gretna with a 1st down to take them into the red zone. Gets the defender off balance here. Watch the linebacker bit on the run there. As Wilcoxon capitalizes off the hole and takes it up for a 1st down. As it's 1st down and goal from the 6-yard line. Gretna looking to punch another one in here. First down and goal. Wilcoxon takes a snap. Hands it off to Weber. Weber is met at the line and brought down. Maybe a yard or so on the play. Will be 2nd down and goal. As Weber comes off the field, Nowling checks in. Now 2nd down and goal. We're having some technical difficulties here on the camera side. There's now a timeout. Believed by the Bulldogs. Look to regroup here. Correction is by the Dragons. Their 2nd of the half. 1 remaining. It's Gretna looking to capitalize here deep in Burke territory. So far tonight, Wilcoxon 8 for 8 with 49 yards passing. And on the ground, 6 carries for 23 yards and a rushing touchdown. And Wilcoxon, he can play every sport. Not only is he the starting quarterback for the Dragons, he's also the starting guard for them as well. And last year, took him to state, was the team's leading 3-point shooter. Gretna eating up a lot of clock here. 9 minutes, 3 seconds left in the second quarter. So now after the timeout, Weber will come back out. Veith will line up on the left side. Second down and goal. Wilcoxon hands the ball off to Weber. Weber bounces around the side, is brought down. Caleb Hilker took him down initially. Got some help from some teammates. It is now third down and goal from the 5. Will we see another run from Gretna here, or will they try and get something in the end zone as they're going to hurry up to the line? 3 wide receivers out right for the Dragons. As Wilcoxon takes a snap. He's going to scramble out right, looking for something. Throws it into the end zone, is caught for a touchdown. Will Weberg gets his first touchdown on the season as Gretna punches this one in. The score goes to 13 Gretna, 0 Burke. As Weberg starting his first game on varsity here tonight. Wilcoxon. Looks like we just have a little out route from Weberg here, trying to follow the ball. 2 wide receivers wide open in the back of the end zone, and Weberg just comes down with that one. Cameron Bothwell lines up for the extra point. This kick is up. And good. Extends the lead to 14 for Gretna as the Dragons punch one in as Wilcoxon. Passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown on the night now as a dual threat quarterback showing off his wheels and showing off his arm. So now the Bulldogs will get the ball back. So far tonight, nothing working for them on offense. And the name of the game for the Dragons, Blake Hawkins. He's been stepping up here tonight, filling in for some of the big men that went off to college. As can the Dragons do it again here against the Bulldogs. It's a great picture of Ben Miriam there. A lot of new starters for the Dragons here tonight. A lot of juniors that were sophomores last year starting, and a lot of seniors who were the juniors last year. It's really the talent Gretna had for the past 4 years. A lot of them have been playing since they were freshmen. It's good to see the talent pool that Gretna has, especially after losing almost half their team to another school in Gretna East. And speaking of Gretna East is down 10-7 right now to Hastings. Hastings answer back. Zion Rush and Brody Carlin back deep for the Bulldogs. It's Cameron Bothwell. Will be kicking off. As Bothwell boots this one, as it will sail to Rush. Rush takes it in the end zone. Initially met by number 3, Brady Bremer, but brought down by number 30, Clay Gaith again.
Number 13, Zion Rush returning the kick.
Now the Bulldog offense comes back out. We'll get the ball from the 19-yard line. First down and 10. Correction, ball at the 19. Collins and Amar Scott in the backfield as flags fly before the play. Has called on Burke. We'll take him back 5 yards. Will be first down and 15 from the 14-yard line. 8 minutes, 19 seconds left here in the first half. It's Collins in the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back, dumps it off as this one Caught by number 7, Jamari Allen, takes it up to the 24-yard line. Correction, 25-yard line. Will be second down and 3. First big play for the Bulldogs here tonight. Can they get something going on offense? So now the Bulldogs hurry up to get back to the line. Collins hands the ball off. Big hole, but he's met immediately. As the Dragon defense swarm to Jamari Allen. Is now third down and 3 from the 27-yard line. As Nathaniel Collins and Amar Scott in the backfield. 6 on the line for the Bulldogs. They're just going to hand it off to Scott, and Scott is met in the backfield and brought down immediately. Jace Wilson took him down initially and got the tackle for a loss. As it'll be 4th down and 4. As it looks like they're going to keep the offense out here deep in their own territory. Might just see him try and do a hard count here. There's a risky move from the Bulldogs. Amar Scott and Nathaniel Collins in the backfield yet again. As they got the Dragons. As looks like initially Braden Jacobson jumped off sides. We'll see though, might have been some movement on the left side. Will this be going against the Bulldogs? As neutral zone infraction on the Dragons. As the Bulldogs are going to capitalize off the Dragons' mistake. It's first down and 10 from the 31-yard line. New set of downs for the Bulldogs. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the first half. Collins takes a snap, drops back, looking deep, hurls one, is over the head of number 3, Marcus Buchanan, as Joey Veith was waiting there for him. Just hurled one deep, trying to get something going. It's now second down and 10 from the 31. Again in the shotgun. Drops back. Collins steps up in the pocket. Gets one off to Buchanan. And Buchanan brought down by Caleb Sherman and Joey Veith. Will be third down and 5. As Joey Veith came in like a heat-seeking missile there. Came up from the left side of the field. Came down to help Caleb Sherman on that one. Third down and 5 now from the 36-yard line. The Bulldogs. As Collins drops back, pressure coming as dumps it off as caught by Buchanan. Will have enough for a first down, it looks like, as Buchanan, what a catch there. Let's watch this route from Buchanan. As he's just going to run a simple little out route, correction, comeback. And Collins just dumped it off. Kept the ball through contact from Nowling. As what a grab for the Bulldogs as they keep the stakes moving. It's first down and 10 from the 41. Burke looking to answer here on offense. As the passing game so far working for them this drive. As Collins takes a snap, hands it off to Scott. Scott up the middle. Looks like the ball popped out. I think he recovered it. Gain of 1 on the play. Looks like Hawkins and Wilson met him at the line initially. Zamar Scott ran straight up the middle. His correction. Looks like Isaiah Weber got in the backfield there pretty early. It is now second down and 8 from the 43. Empty backfield for Collins. Collins takes a snap. Immediate pressure. Gets a dump off pass to Buchanan. Buchanan rushes up to the right side of the field. as a flag flies from the referee. As he had enough for a first down. Looks like Jack Rhodes a little shaken up there on the play. As will this one be coming back, or will they get extra yards added? It's Buchanan. Looking like the leading receiver for the Bulldogs. As holding called on the Bulldogs. This one's coming back. This looks like it's going to be second down. Will be second down from the 41-yard line. There's a replay of the down in the yardage. Second down and 8. And so far tonight again, Buchanan. He's been the lead wide receiver for the Bulldogs. So now Collins takes a snap. Drops back, pressure coming from Hawkins. He's going to fire one deep. As dropped by Carlin. Almost a deep pass there for the Bulldogs. Right over the head of Sheaf. As now third down and 8. What a throw from Collins. About 40 yards down the field. 4 minutes, 17 seconds here left in the second quarter. As Burke looking to get something going on this drive to extend it. Is now timeout taken by the Bulldogs, as they're going to try and figure this one out before they try and go out and extend their drive. So let's take a look around the Metro. Gretna East still trailing to Hastings 10-7. Other scores around the Metro. Wahoo beating number 2 Pierce in Class C. Omaha North and Bellevue West tied up at 7 in the second quarter. Omaha North led by quarterback Sebastian Serco, and Bellevue West led by Cornhusker commit Daniel Kalin. Could be a battle looming there. Lincoln East leads Kearney 7-6 in the second quarter. Omaha Central leads 35-0 over Omaha Northwest in the first quarter. Fremont and Papio La Vista South all tied up at 7. And Omaha West Side leads 21-7 over Creighton Prep in the second quarter. So that is your score update from around the Metro. As Gretna next week will be going to Omaha Central for their first away game of the season, and then we'll take on Prep on September 8th at the Burke Bulldogs home stadium. Gretna's next home game won't be until September 15th against Millard South. It is now third down and 10 from the 40-yard line as the referees meeting in the middle. It's a big third down here for the Bulldogs. Collins in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Pressure coming. Weber not able to get to him immediately, but ball is incomplete. Blake Hawkins, I mean, he just slammed Collins to the ground as he had no time to get that ball off. Watch Hawkins come into the backfield. I mean, he just went straight around the defender. Him and Weber were right there. And Collins brought down, couldn't get anything deep. As now the punt unit comes out for the Bulldogs. Number 37, Braden Gamel, punting it for the Bulldogs. And back deep for the Dragons, number 7, Michael Sheaf. 4 minutes, 5 seconds left here in the first half. As muffs the punt, is going to keep it himself, and Gretna is going to bring him down. Guess who? Blake Hawkins with yet another tackle. As Gamble had nowhere to go, muffed the punt. It looked like they were just playing a protect defense. He came right to Hawkins, and Hawkins took him straight down to the ground. Is now Gretna going to start with the ball at the 41 in Burke territory. Gretna leads 14-0 now, looking to add another. It's first down and 10 from the 41. 3 wide receivers out right for the Dragons. Wilcoxon fakes the handoff. Looking deep, throws, finds Veith up at the 25-yard line. Brought down by Allen. Gain of 8 on the play. Will be second down and 2. It's Wilcoxon. Looks like he's going to have an empty backfield. Second down and 2. Takes the snap. Rolling out left. Looking cross body. Tries to get a low one to Nowling. Is incomplete. Nowling with tight coverage from Brody Carlin. Will be third down and 2 for the Dragons from the Bulldogs 25. So yet to see any action from Holston tonight. He's out left with Veith lined up next to him. Third down, Wilcoxon hands the ball up to Weber. Weber up the middle, bounces off one tackle, spins around as he's going to have enough for a first down and more as he's going to take it up to the 14-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 as they move the sticks. As Gretna looking to punch it in here. He's going to run the hurry up. Wilcoxon calling the audibles. Takes a snap. Keeps it himself. Has a wide open gap on the left side as he's brought down up past the 10-yard line at the 7. Brought down by Caleb Hilker and Brody Carlin. It's now second down and 3. Gretna might look to run some clock here. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left here in the first half. Gretna will start with the ball in the second half. Now hands the ball off to Weber. Weber almost brought down, and he's going to punch that one in for a Dragon touchdown. Weber gets his first touchdown of the season as Gretna extends their lead to 20. As just watch this amazing run from Weber. Wilcoxon thought about keeping it there for a second. Gets off the first tackle and then just a wide open gap up the middle for the former strongest 15-year-old in the world. As now kicker Cam. His extra point as before the kick. Flags fly. And it looks like this is going to be on Burke. It'll be a neutral zone infraction. We'll see what the official ruling is here. As neutral zone infraction, and Gretna is just going to decline it. And now Bothwell. His extra point is up. And good. As Gretna up 21 late here in the first half. Touchdowns so far today from Wilcoxon, Weber, and Weberg. All the W's as Gretna looks to go back out on defense. So far today, really not letting up much. Nate Collins, 4 for 10 with 29 yards passing. Really, Marcus Buchanan's been the only thing working on the offense. A few flags here and there help them. But so far, the Bulldogs, nothing working on offense. As for Gretna, Wilcoxon, 10 for 11 with 63 yards passing and a touchdown. Alex Wilcoxon's also got 7 carries for 30 yards and a touchdown. Isaiah Weber, 12 carries for 33 yards and a touchdown. Alex Runge, 4 receptions for 26 yards. Michael Sheaf, 1 reception for 13 yards. And Will Weberg, 1 reception for 5 yards and a touchdown. Gretna winning the turnover game so far here tonight. 2 turnovers from the Bulldogs, as Gretna getting a fumble and an interception. Capitalized off the fumble. It's now Bothwell. He'll kick this one right down the middle, as Burke will start with the ball at the 20.
The kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback. The ball will be brought out to the 20-yard line. First down and 10.
First down and 10 for the Bulldogs from the 20. As Nathaniel Collins looks to get something going here late in the first half before we go to the locker room. Looks like Amar Scott will be lined up behind him. First down 10. Gretna bringing the blitz. Has to roll out right. Looking across body, just hurls it deep, out of bounds. As Collins made the smart decision, flag on the play in the backfield. As holding called on the Bulldogs. The replay first down.
The pass attempt intended for Buchanan falls incomplete. Second down and 10.
As we'll be able to see, will they accept the penalty? As watch this, pressure coming from Hawkins and Vesio, holding right there. It's Collins trying to escape the pressure, just chucks it out of bounds. As now it'll be first down and 15 from the 15-yard line, as timeout taken by the Bulldogs, their second of the half. So they'll regroup here, trying to get something going before the end of the first half. Now an ad break brought to you by Spot.
When you download the NEX app, you can earn 15% cash back at all Nebraska Crossing stores. Every purchase, every store, every day. Plus earn 20% birthday cash back and a $25 welcome bonus. Download the NEX app today.
Come back to you live here in Gretna. First down and 15 from the 15. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. Collins in the empty backfield. Gonna hurl one deep. Buchanan over his head. Can't come down with it. Will be second down and 15. Joey Veith on the coverage. As Veith, lengthy body, stands in at 6'3". On the taller side for cornerbacks. Now second down and 15 from the 15. Correction, second down and 20. Marker was off on the board. Collins takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Looking deep, pressure coming, is brought down by who other than Blake Hawkins. Pressure got there initially, I believe, by Weber. Hawkins comes from the side, gets his third tackle for a loss on the day. It's now 3rd down and 20, I believe 2. They're just going to bring the clock down here. Might just see him hand it off, try and chew some clock before half. Jamari Allen standing behind Nathaniel Collins as flags before the play. Clock ticked down to 0 as the delay of game called on the Bulldogs. Looks like they're just going to chew some clock here. So far tonight, Gretna really capitalizing on the defense. That defensive line, it's going to be one to reckon with. It's Blake Hawkins stepping up over the offseason and taking in the role. He's got 3 tackles for a loss here tonight. 3rd down 20. Collins just dumps it off. Scott brings it out of the end zone up to the 4-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 25. As the punt team comes out, they're just going to bring the clock down as Gretna might take a timeout here. As Gretna going to take their last timeout of the half. 1:09 left in the first half. As Gretna, the pressure's been getting to the quarterback tonight. Next week they'll take on Omaha Central, who right now is blowing out Omaha Northwest. We'll get a score update here. As right now, Omaha North with a 6-point lead over Bellevue West leads 13-7 in the second quarter. Omaha Central up 44-0 over Omaha Northwest in the second quarter. Lincoln East leads Kearney 20-13. And Omaha Westside leads Creighton Prep 24-7 in the second quarter. And at half, Hastings leads Gretna East 10-7. Michael Sheaf back deep for the Dragons. Punting for the Bulldogs, number 37, Braden Gamel. As the punt, low snap yet again. A line drive will go out of bound at, so here they mark it. Be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Gretna gets the ball deep in Burke territory as Wilcoxon and the Dragons come back out. Look to score here late in the first quarter. Correction, half. We see some passes here from the Dragons so far, primarily running the ball. Got to play it quick here. No timeouts. As Wilcoxon, 1st down and 10. Takes a snap, drops back. Dump off pass to Runge. Correction, Sheaf. Sheaf gets around the edge. Stays on his feet somehow. I don't know how he just stayed on his feet. He stays on his feet yet again. As Sheaf breaks 2 tackles. Keeps his legs turning. As let's just watch this one. Sheaf comes off the block. Is almost brought down here. Stays on his feet. Reverses field. And almost takes that one in. His clock's ticking down. Wilcoxon, 1st down 10. He's going to hand it off to Weber. Weber up the left side. Is brought down at the 10. As number 95, Leyland Fawn, slow to get up. Gretna's going to hurry up to the line as Wilcoxon, looking in the end zone, fires, is caught by Weberg. Touchdown, Dragons. Will Weberg with his 2nd touchdown on the night on a low throw right into the breadbasket from Wilcoxon as Gretna goes up 27 right before the end of the half. So now Cameron Bothwell looks to make the lead 28 here late in the first half. As his kick is up and good. Gretna takes the lead as they extend it to 28-0. 21 seconds left here in the first half as Will Weberg, 2 touchdowns on the night as he's coming out here in his first ever varsity game and putting on a show. As Gretna probably just going to kick it off and let the Bulldogs run the clock down. Gretna will start with the ball on offense in the second half. This might see, I'm not going to say we'll see it. Never want to jinx it. But some of the other players might be getting some playing time tonight.
Back deep for Omaha, Burke, number 5, Brody Carlin.
Brody Carlin and Zion Rush back deep for the Bulldogs. Cameron Bothwell will be kicking off for the Dragons.
13, Zion Rush. Doing the kicking for Gretna, number 99, Cameron Bothwell.
Cameron Bothwell. His kick, a line drive. Rush will take it at the 3. Rush right up the center is brought down by Clay Gaith yet again. Clay Gaith getting the tackles here on the special teams. It's his 3rd tackle of the night as he's showing out as a sophomore on special teams. Love to see him getting the tackles. Might just see the Bulldogs knee one out here. Ball spotted at the 19. As they'll just take a knee as Burke's going to go to halftime. Down 28 to the Dragons. As Gretna goes to the locker room, score 28-0. Stats on the night so far brought to you by Calvin's of Blue Jewel. Alex Wilcoxon, 12 for 13 for 83 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's also got one on the ground as he's got 7 carries for 30 yards. Isaiah Weber, 13 carries for 38 yards and a touchdown. Will Weberg's got 2 receptions and 2 touchdowns on the night. Alex Runge leads the team in receiving yards with 26. And on the defensive side, Blake Hawkins, 2 sacks and a forced fumble on the night as he's showing out here tonight for the Dragons. I'm Brody Heidemann, and we will see you after half after this performance from the Gretna dance team.
Freshman, Ava Vecchio. Brooklyn Miller and Maddie Roush. And they are coached by Missy Cobb and Jocelyn Vincent. and gentlemen, the Gretna High School Dance Team. And now for your further halftime entertainment, we now present the Gretna High School Marching Dragon. The band's halftime show is entitled Renew and explores the rejuvenation of life after chaos. Please welcome to the field drum majors Aaron Harrington, Hermione Harris, Cody Hunter, and Miles Clark, and your Gretna High School Marching Dragons. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gretna High School Marching Dragons. Now some football scores of interest from around the area. At halftime, Hastings leads Gretna East 10-7. West Side leads Prep 31-7 in quarter number 2. Millard South leads Millard West 7-6 at half. North Platte 14, Grand Island 7 at half. Quickly in La Vista South 22, Fremont 7 at halftime. Omaha North 13, Bell West 7 in quarter 2. Pius and Scotts Bluff tied at 0 in quarter 1. Lincoln East 21, Kearney 13 in quarter 2. Bell East 0, Lincoln North East 0 in quarter number 1. Omaha South and Bryan tied at 0 in quarter 1. Benson and Lincoln North Star tied at 0 in quarter number 1. Central and Omaha Northwest tied at 0 in quarter 1. Elkhorn South 35, Lincoln Southwest 0, Lincoln High 0 in quarter number 1. Final score from the Vista 28, Millard North 10.
Welcome back after half. I'm Brody Heidemann, and what a first half for the Dragons as Gretna jumped out on top to start the game. Is now coming out of the half. They have a 28-point lead over the Burke Bulldogs, and so far tonight, name of the game on offense, Alex Wilcoxon. 12 completions for 83 yards and 2 touchdowns in the air, and on the ground, Wilcoxon has 7 carries for 30 yards and a rushing touchdown. And on the offense as well, Will Weberg, 2 receptions for 2 receiving touchdowns, as he's been the star for the receiving corps so far tonight. On the defensive side for the Dragons, Blake Hawkins, what a night. 3 tackles for losses, as he's got a forced fumble and multiple balls batted down, as he looks like a force to reckon with, as he fills in for Corver Dema, who went off to college at UNL. As we're moments away here from the second half in Gretna, Burke looks to answer back, as they had a strong drive near the end of the first half, as they came up just short. As now Gretna will start with the ball on offense. Burke looks to make a stop and find a way to crawl back from a 28-point deficit. As Gretna a year ago, similar score, as they would beat Burke 44-0 at Burke last year. Similar scores looking here. As we'll look around the Metro after half at the scores. As Omaha Westside beating Creighton Prep 45-7. As Westside and Gretna played in the state championship a year ago, and Creighton Prep played Gretna pretty close last year. Now down 38. Lincoln East leads Kearney 21-13. And the other game of the night at halftime, 13-7, Omaha North leads Bellevue West as Sebastian Serco takes on Daniel Kalin. It's two of the top quarterbacks in the state. It's now moments away here from kickoff in Gretna as the Dragon offense looking to capitalize and put the game out of proportion here in the second half. But can the Bulldogs bring their way back down 28? As Nathaniel Collins and the Bulldogs try to inch their way back. There's another score. Hastings leads Gretna East 10-7 out of half. As the Griffins looking to make some noise on offense. First year as a team in their first game away. As next week, Gretna East will play here against Buena Vista at the same time on Friday. As Gretna and Gretna East will be sharing a field this year, switching off every week for who gets to play at home. As now Burke. A little squib quick up the middle. We picked up by Caleb Sherman at the 31-yard line as Alex Wilcoxon and the Dragons come out on offense. Wilcoxon, almost perfect through the air so far tonight, and he's been perfect on the ground. As Gretna a slow start to the game, but picked it up on offense late into the first half as they look to blow this one out. There's three wide receivers out right for the Dragons. Weber on the left of Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon in the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it off to Weber. Weber bounces off one tackle, keeps his legs churning. Brought down at the 35. Gain of 3 on the play. Be 2nd down and 7 as Isaiah Weber, again, a few weeks ago participated in the CrossFit Games, one of the strongest, I believe 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds in the country. And he's the running back for the Dragons. Now Gretna changing their play. Wilcoxon takes a snap, hands it off to Weber. Weber up the right side, trying to find a hole. Makes his way up past the 45 to the 41-yard line. Brought down by number 2, Brady LeClaire. He's just trying to bounce off the defenders there. Found the separation and found the hole. As Weber showing off the wheels. Might be small, but he's got speed. 1st down and 10 now. Takes the snap. Drops back, looking deep. Wilcoxon hurls one. Sheaf right over his head. Had both the cornerbacks beat just over his head. As Wilcoxon tried to go deep for the first time tonight, just overthrows Michael Sheaf. Is now 2nd down and 10. Inches away from a touchdown there. First big throw we've seen Wilcoxon have tonight. There's really a lot of checkdowns for the Dragons has been the name of the game. It's Gretna inching closer to Bulldog territory. Now, 2nd down and 10. Wilcoxon in the shotgun, takes the snap. Hands it off to Weber. Weber up the right side, finds a gap. He's going to keep on going. Bounces off one tackle. is finally brought down deep in Bulldog territory at the 20-yard line. A big run for Weber as he turned on the jets here, went up the right side, found the hole, and just turned it on. It's now 1st down and 10. Big rush from Weber as he's up to 84 yards rushing on the night now. As Gretna looking to change their name from last year, going from a passing team to a rushing team. It's now 1st down and 10. Wilcoxon, little screen pass to the left. Runge takes it, breaks one tackle. He's going to turn it up the left side. Is brought down just inches from the end zone. He had one man to beat, but is brought down at the 6-yard line. As now it's 1st and goal. Blake Hawkins will check into the game for Jaden Holston. It's 1st down and goal. Gretna looking to punch one in here. As so far in the red zone tonight, Will Weberg been the man to look for on the left side, top of your screen. Will we see him get another touchdown here again as flag on the play before it starts? See if this one's coming back. As now Joey Veith checks into the game. As it is on Burke, Gretna will get half the distance to the goal. Will be 1st down and goal from, I believe, the 3-yard line. Nine minutes, 44 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Gretna knocking at the door for yet another touchdown. 1st and goal now. Wilcoxon in the shotgun. Bunched up at the line as another flag flies. This time might be on the Dragons. So now let's see who the flag's on. So I believe it's on Burke. Will be 1st down and goal from the 2. Two wide receivers on the top of your screen. Wilcoxon takes a snap, hands it off to Weber. Weber will punch it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. Weber with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night as Gretna goes up 34-0 over Omaha Burke. And Weber really all him that drive. Big rush to start off the drive and then just punched it in there late in the drive as Cameron Bothwell looks to make it a 35-point lead. As his kick is up, and Weberg's gonna keep it. He's gonna dump it off. Is incomplete, almost caught by Jack Rhodes in the end zone. Don't know if that was a designed fake. They had pressure from the left side. I think that was just a bailout decision. As let's watch it here. Maybe not. As Gretna still leads 34-0 over Omaha Burke. As big show out from the Gretna section tonight. Gretna always packed in the stands. Even though the community is divided now, they're still there for both teams. As we'll see if the computer decides to comply now and get a score update from around the metro. Score update from around the metro. Lincoln East leads 21-13. Some difficulties with the board. Omaha West Side leads 45-7.5 over Creighton Prep. That's at halftime. Omaha North leads 13-7 over Bellevue West. And Hastings leads Gretna East 10-7 late in the 3rd quarter. The Griffins are driving, looking to make it a close game. It's Cameron Bothwell out for the kickoff. He boots this one right down the middle as it will sail way into the back of the end zone. Touchback. Bulldogs will start with the ball at the 20. And here comes the Dragon defense, as they have been a force to reckon with so far today. And I mean, Blake Hawkins, that's the name. That's all you got to know about tonight. Blake Hawkins has been a menace on the defense. He's got 3 tackles for a loss tonight and a forced fumble. As so far, Nathaniel Collins and the Bulldogs yet to get anything going. As they look to do something here in the second half. Starting off in the I formation, Collins hands the ball off, is immediately met at the line as they're just going to push him back. Loss on the play for number 7, Jamari Allen. As just a blitz here from the Dragons. Whoa there. And they tackle him down for a loss. It's now 2nd down and 13 from the 18-yard line. Collins under center in the I formation. Allen in the backfield. Looks like it's going to be a fake blitz. Collins rolls out left, chucks one deep, is incomplete off the hands of Buchanan. Almost intercepted by Sheaf. Would have been his second of the night. It is now 3rd down and 13. Burke needs something big here. They want to keep this drive alive. A score update from Hastings versus Gretna East. Hastings returned a pick 6 as now Hastings leads 16-7 in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 13 now as Blake Hawkins gets in the backfield. Pass intended for Buchanan is incomplete. Joey Veith got to him. As just watch this. Right into the backfield, sheds his defender. Might have been a tip pass there. And then Veith forced the incompletion. As Buchanan looks like he might have a cramp. We'll go to an injury timeout on the field. As we'll be right back with you after this injury timeout. Never a good sign, any injuries. As I'm Brady Hyman, I'll be right back with you after this injury time. Able to get up and walk off the field. As that's number 3, Marcus Buchanan. It's now 4th down and 13. Punt unit will come on for the Bulldogs. And back deep for the Dragons, number 7, Michael Sheaf. As the Bulldog punt will drop at the 36 and roll right up to the 39. Gretna will get the ball in Bulldog territory as the offense comes back out and looks to extend their lead. So far tonight, name of the game has been the run. As Alex Wilcoxon, 7 carries for 30 yards, and Isaiah Weber, 17 carries for 86 yards and 2 touchdowns. Is Aiden Nowling in the backfield for the Dragons. Will Bieberg will check into the game. Now hands the ball off. brought down up at the 37. Correction, that's Aiden Rohr in the backfield. Second down and 8 now. It's now Will Coxon. 3 receivers on the top of your screen. Takes a snap, drops back. Will Coxon, pressure coming from the right side, rolls out. Fires deep, is almost intercepted by the Bulldogs. In and out of the hands of the defenders. Will Coxon just tried to dump it off there. It's now 3rd down and 9 from the 37-yard line. Gretna looking to convert here to keep the drive going. It's Will Coxon, empty backfield. Looks like a blitz might be coming from the Bulldogs. It's Will Coxon. He's going to keep it on the ground himself. Goes up the middle. He finds a gap. Will Coxon off to the races. Will Coxon up the middle as Will Coxon waltz into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. What a run from Will Coxon as the dual threat quarterback strikes yet again tonight. As Gretna takes the lead to 40 early here in the third quarter. Just watch this designed run from Will Coxon. Gets the hesitation there from the defenders and then just takes it up the middle, jukes out the defender there, and then he was just off to the races. Will Coxon turned on the wheels and took it to the end zone. There's now Cameron Bothwell. His extra point is high. Bothwell's going to have to keep it. Bothwell keeps it himself. He's running up the side. Bothwell keeps going, is brought down, almost gets the extra points there as Bothwell, kicker, almost took it in for some, I don't know what you call it. Almost looked like a Tony Romo play there. As Gretna keeps the lead at 40. 7 minutes, 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Gretna with a commanding lead. As Gretna, so far today, again, name of the game has been the run game. Isaiah Weber, 17 carries for 86 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Alex Wilcoxon, 8 carries for 68 yards and 2 touchdowns. Wilcoxon's got himself a 4-touchdown day. As I mean, filling in for Flores, can't do much better than that. So far today, team stats, Gretna, 253 total yards of offense. They've got 100 yards through the air, 155 on the ground. Wilcoxon, efficient in the passing game, 13 for 16 with 98 yards and 2 touchdowns. As for the defense, Gretna's forced two turnovers today as they've got a fumble and an interception. And Blake Hawkins, I can't say his name enough. He's got 3 tackles for a loss today. Almost had a 4th one earlier on the last drive, but he batted the ball down. I believe he has 2 pass deflections on top of the sacks today. As Gretna East down 17-7 in the third quarter to Hastings. Omaha Bryan leads Omaha South 33-0 in the third quarter. Omaha Westside leads 45-7 over Creighton Prep in the third quarter. And Omaha North leads 13-7 over Bellevue West in the third quarter. Is now Cameron Bothwell. His kick will go into the end zone. Touchback. Burke will start with the ball at the 20 as Nathaniel Collins and the Bulldogs come back out. they'll look to do something here on offense as they got to answer back before Gretna takes this one out of control. This looks like Gretna might be switching to the second team. A few new names on the offensive line as Carter Bolgren in at nose tackle, edge, as now Collins takes a snap, fires across the middle, finds his man, as he's going to go off to the left side. He's up the sidelines, puts him on a spin, brought out of bounds by Runge, as Caleb Hilker got the slant and took it up the side of the field. Big play for the Bulldogs is what they needed, and they found it. It's now first down and 10 from the 36-yard line as Collins and the Bulldogs look to get another play similar to that one. Scott in the backfield. Collins going to roll out right. Fires, cross body. Finds his man up at the 31. Forced out of bounds. They might just be running the hurry up here. As Burke's going to hurry up to the line. It'll be second down and 5. Collins with Scott behind him. Takes a snap, drops back. He's going to go deep. Is incomplete. Ball batted down by the South Dakota State commit, Joey Veith. Will be third down and 5. Was intended for Hilker. Five minutes, 34 seconds left here in the third quarter. Burke off to a commanding drive. Looks to extend it here on third down. Nathaniel Collins fires over the middle, is incomplete. Alex Runge broke up the pass there. Intended for number 6, Caleb Hilker. Just ran a little slant route here over the top. Great pass from Collins. Not enough to get the first down. Is now fourth down and 5. Looks like they might keep the offense out there. Collins and the Bulldogs looking to answer here. Big fourth down here in Gretna as Collins and the Bulldogs rush up to the line. Takes a snap. Little dump off pass to Buchanan. Buchanan up the middle, finds the seam as he's up the sideline, as he's going to find a hole, and the Bulldogs are going to find their way into the end zone. Touchdown. Burke gets their first score of the day as Marcus Buchanan puts the Bulldogs on the board for their first touchdown of the season. 31-yard passing touchdown there for Collins and Buchanan, as the score is now 40 Gretna, 6 Burke. Now on for the extra point. Their extra point is up. And good. Score goes to 40 Gretna, 7 Burke. As nearing the end of the third quarter, Gretna still with a commanding lead, but a promising drive from the Bulldogs as they capitalized on 2 big plays from their wide receivers. Is now on the day. Marcus Buchanan up to 4 receptions for 54 yards. And Nathaniel Collins, 8 for 19 with 106 yards passing and a passing touchdown. As Gretna looks to answer back on offense. Could see some of the second team come out and play. As the Dragons trying to experiment this year, obviously. The loss of the key starters in Zane Flores and Tyson Boganowski and Blake Moore. A lot of new players stepping up into these big roles. Seen some of it tonight with Alex Wilcoxon and Will Weberg. Kicking off for the Bulldogs, David Behurigod. Back deep for the Dragons, number 7, Michael Sheaf. As they're just going to squib this one. Goes straight to Weberg, as Weberg is just going to drop down. Gretna will start with the ball at the 34-yard line. As Michael Knudsen comes out at 4 quarterback. As he's going to get his first drive. At quarterback for the Dragons, Aiden Rohr in the backfield alongside him. As the second team's going to get their start here tonight. It's Michael Knudsen in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Knudsen takes the snap, hands it off to Rohr. Rohr up the middle, met at the line, falls forward for a gain of 3 on the play. As Holston shaken up on the play. Blake Hawkins checks into the game. 2nd down and 7 for the Dragons. It's Michael Knudsen in his first drive on varsity. Takes a snap, hands it off to Rohr. Rohr up the middle is met at the line. No gain on the play as flag flies at the end of the play. Correction, it was just a towel. No flag on the play. Will be 3rd down and 7. It's 2 wide receivers. Correction, 3 wide receivers on the bottom of your screen. Knudsen drops back, looking over the middle. Correction on the side is caught by Beef. Knudsen with his first completed pass on the night. As Beef hauls it in on the sidelines. First down and 10 as they move the chains. Gretna moves the ball up to the 47-yard line. First pass from Knudsen. At the pressure, get the pass off. Now 1st and 10 from the 47. Rohr in the backfield alongside Knudsen. Knudsen hands off to Rohr. Up the right side. Turns on the Jets. Brought down at the 47 in territory. 5-yard gain on the down and 5. 58 left here in the third quarter. Gretna driving down the field. Going to get on the board here. Second down now. The 47. Knudsen hands it off to Rohr. Rohr is met by a pile of defenders. As Burke's going to stuff in. Will be 3rd down and 4. Now Gretna trying to keep the drive alive. Backfield alongside Michael Knudsen. Number 42, Alex Gibbons. As 3rd down here in Bulldog territory. Knudsen sets Weberg in motion. Takes a snap. Knudsen's going to keep it himself. Finds a gap and will see where they spot it. have enough for a first down. Ball brought up to the 42-yard line as Knutson with a 5-yard rush moves the sticks and keeps the drive alive for the Dragons. 38 seconds left here in the third quarter as we're inching our way towards the fourth quarter here in Gretna. First down and 10 now. Gibbons in the backfield alongside Knutson. Knutson hands off to Gibbons. Gibbons met at the line but keeps on pushing as he's brought down at the 37-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. Gretna looks like they're just going to run the clock out here. There's a productive half for the Dragons, but also the Bulldogs. Gretna leads 40-7 as we come to the end of the third quarter. As Gretna, so far tonight, name of the game has been the run. It's on the night, 175 total rushing yards for the team. As that takes us to the end of the third quarter. The score is 40 Gretna, 7 Burke. I'm Brody Heidemann, and I will be back with you after this ad break brought to you by Next Sport.
When you download the NEX app, you can earn 15% cash back at all Nebraska Crossing stores. Every purchase, every store, every day. Plus earn 20% birthday cash back and a $25 welcome bonus. Download the NEX app today.
As we come back to you live here in Gretna in the fourth quarter, I'm Brody Heidemann. As Gretna with a commanding lead, 40-7 over the Burke Bulldogs, as they look to continue their drive here in Bulldog territory. It's Michael Knutson out for his first drive as a Dragon. Alongside him in the backfield, number 42, Alex Gibbons. Second down and 5 now. Weberg set in motion. Knutson takes a snap. Low snap to Weberg as before the play a flag. And it looks like they're going to get a false start on the offense. Move the marker back will be second down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Just a simple dump down pass there for a screen to Weberg. Weberg been productive tonight, 2 touchdowns on the night. But Gretna looking to add on top of that. Second down and 10 now. 3 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. As Knutson hands it off to Gibbons, and Gibbons immediately met by defenders in the backfield. As Burke's going to get a big loss for that one. It'll be third down and 13. Down in Hastings. Gretna East is currently in a weather delay with Hastings. It's going to be a long night for the Griffins. Now third down and 12 from the 43. As timeout taken by the Dragons, their first of the half. As they're going to go over this one and try and figure out here on this third and long. Because, tonight for Gretna, this has been a great start to the season. They got on top of the game, put up 40 points against the Burke team that's looked very improved with Nathaniel Collins from last year. And obviously, they're missing the key pieces such as Zane Flores, Coverdama, Mason Goldman. I could go on. This team was one of the more talented teams you'll see in any football around the country. A lot of their athletes out at colleges now playing. It's now 3rd down and 13. Knutson looks to keep the drive alive. Two wide receivers on both sides. Knutson hands the ball off to Gibbons. Gibbons immediately met in the backfield. Another loss for the Dragons. They'll stumble down at the 45 as the punt unit comes out for the first time today. Cameron Bothwell will be doing the punting this year. Kicker Cam also doing the punting. There's 2 back deep for the Bulldogs. Number 2, Brady LeClaire. And number 3, Marcus Buchanan. 10 minutes, 26 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. As Bothwell takes the low snap and boots a high one to the right side. Will drop at around the 15 and will be down around the 17-yard line. As the Dragon defense will come out as they look to stop the Bulldogs again. As last time the Bulldogs took it down the field and scored their first touchdown of the night. Still a 33-point lead for the Dragons. But Nathaniel Collins and the Bulldogs will come back out and look to continue what they did last drive. Next week, Gretna will travel to Omaha Central for their first away game of the season in Central right now. Up 44-0 over Omaha Northwest. Last year, Gretna beat Omaha Central same week as this year. Now 1st down and 10 for Collins and the Bulldogs. Looking to get something going here on this drive. Taking their time here. So in a few weeks, that right side of your screen, well, not right now, but in a few weeks, that right side of your screen, every Friday, you're going to see some Vallis fireworks. It's an annual thing that happens. It's a great show every time. 1st down and 10. Collins fires across the left side. As I believe it's Buchanan. Buchanan's going to take it up past the 20 for a 1st down. Quick little curl route. Gets them a big gain. As they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. So now Collins. He's up to 109 yards passing on the night. First down 10. Collins takes the low snap. He's looking deep. He's got his man. And he's up the sideline. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Burke. A huge pass there from Collins. And Burke on the board yet again. A huge pass down the sidelines. Beat Bremer and was off to the races. As Burke, 2nd straight drive with a touchdown. It's promising results late here in the game. As David Behergard will come out for the extra point. As his extra point is up. And good. Score goes to 40, Gretna, 14 Burke. As Burke big drive as they went 90 yards on the drive. As Burke so far, big second half for him. Promising results here. As Collins up to 10 for 21 passing with 198 yards and 2 passing touchdowns. And Marcus Buchanan, 6 receptions for 146 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. What a night for Buchanan. It's a promising start to the season for the Bulldogs. As now Gretna comes back out and looks to answer. Looking to make some noise here. As might see Knudsen back out with the Dragons. Hergard will kick off for the Bulldogs. Back deep for the Dragons, number 8, Alex Runge, and number 7, Michael Sheaf. So far, they've just done little squib kicks. We might see Jack Rhodes, Alex Gibbons, or Max Vesio get the ball. As they're doing an onside kick here, it looks like. It's Hergard lining up as though he wants to do an onside kick. As I believe Gretna just took a timeout on a kickoff. As Gretna takes their second timeout of the half, they're going to talk about this one. As Burke trying to get the onside kick here. Down 26. Looking for anything here late in this game. As the Dragons tonight, so far, Alex Wilcoxon, 13 for 16 with 98 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. On the ground, he's got 8 carries for 68 yards and 2 touchdowns as well. Isaiah Weber, 17 carries for 86 yards and 2 touchdowns. And through the air, Alex Runge, 5 receptions for 41 yards, and Will Bieber, 2 receptions for 2 touchdowns on the night. And on the defense, Blake Hawkins, 3 tackles for a loss and a forced fumble, and Michael Sheaf with an interception. Now they'll come back out, talk about this one as they decide what to do. This looks like they still might do the onside kick. We'll see if they decide to. As score update, Omaha North up 19-7 over Bellevue West. And this could be a big upset in the Metro. As a game of all the Husker commits, 5 total Husker commits between the two teams. As an onside kick fired straight at the Dragons. As Jack Rhodes is just going to pounce on that one. Gretna's going to start with the ball at the 49-yard line. As Michael Knudsen and the Dragons come back out on offense. Looking to answer back here. Alex Gibbons last drive, I mean, he had some pretty good carries. It's this offensive line so far. Playing pretty good. As update from Hastings, the game has been called for tonight as they will play the second half at 2 o'clock tomorrow. As Gibbons takes this handoff up the middle, falls forward for about 4 yards on the play. Will be second down and 6. But Gretna East and Hastings looks like they'll be playing tomorrow in a weather delay. Gretna East down 17-7 in the third quarter. It'll be interesting to see how they resume it tomorrow. 9-minute quarter. Second down and 6 though. It's Michael Knudsen. Hands it off to Gibbons, and Gibbons, he's stuffed at the line as they're just going to bring him backwards. Loss on the play will be third down and 9.
Gibbons, number 42, ball carrier. Third down and 9.
Could see some passes here. Knudsen, only 1 pass attempted so far tonight. Really, only 17 total passes attempted here by the Dragons tonight. they've got 37 total carries on the ground. Gretna really just rushing the ball. It's now 3rd down and long. Knudsen in the shotgun. Keeps it himself. Bounces around one defender. Is brought down at the 47-yard line. It will be 4th down and 6. Correction 5. As Cameron Bothwell and the punt team come back out. Nothing yet again for the Dragons. So now go to their sidelines. Don't know if there's a timeout on the field as they'll regroup and discuss this one. We might see the Dragons go for it here. I don't believe they will, but Cameron Bothwell, he's got a leg and put them deep in their own territory, but we saw what the Burke Bulldogs did last time. Deep passes, they've been killing the Dragons deep over the top. You saw Buchanan beat Bremer deep on the last drive. I mean, don't count out the Bulldogs ever. I learned it last year. 23 to 26-point leads don't mean nothing. This will give you a little score update. Don't know if there's any score updates really. As the main score update would be at Omaha North Bellevue West. But again, if you didn't hear, Gretna East versus Hastings has been rescheduled to tomorrow to play at 2 p.m. as the 4th quarter. As, low snap to Bothwell. Bothwell, he's going to have to keep it himself again as he's just going to punt it out of bounds. As a low snap from the long snapper there. Just had to get rid of it. As the Bulldogs will start with the ball right up next to the 50. As I was saying, though, Gretna East will play tomorrow at 2 p.m. against Hastings at Hastings. This is a continuation of the game due to weather. As Gretna looks like they're going to bring the starting defense back out. Don't think they're backing down here. As Nathaniel Collins and Jamari Allen in the backfield for the Bulldogs. It's 1st down and 10 from the 44. Blitz coming as Isaiah Weber just exploded into that backfield as they're going to read the rush. And Allen up the sideline. One man to beat is brought down by Aiden Rohr. As Gretna blitz there didn't work out in their favor as Isaiah Weber guessed the snap and got into the backfield, but left a gaping hole right over the middle for Allen to take it up the middle as they're going to get the ball up to the 25. Will be 1st down and 10 in Dragon territory. As now it looks like a blitz might be coming again. Collins has to get it off quickly. Pass tipped in the air. Isaiah Weber got his hands on that one. It's incomplete. Right over the middle. As Weber making up for his play on the last one. 2nd down and 10 now from the 25. This Gretna defense, they look electric tonight. They're running around, making a few plays that I would think they wouldn't be able to make last year with their group. 2nd and 10 now, 7 minutes, 21 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Collins in the shotgun, drops back, pressure coming. Bubble screen is incomplete off the chest of Jamari Allen. Will be 3rd down and 10. Was a design bubble screen as the guards pulled to the left side. Let the defensive line through. Weren't able to get him in time. 3rd down and 10 now from the 25 in Dragon territory. As Omaha Burke looking to answer here. Allen behind Collins. As Collins, pressure coming. Hurls one deep. Is incomplete. Veith almost got a diving interception there. As he laid out for that one, not able to haul it in. Will be 4th down and 10. Burke will keep the offense out there. As Collins, not much time to get that ball off. Now big 4th down in Dragon territory. 7 minutes, 11 seconds left in the game. There's change of personnel on the sidelines. Collins coming in with the play call. It's Gretna. Looks like they're running one safety deep. Gretna primarily running a 3-4 here tonight. As they're going to stack the line. They might blitz here. As they're going to bring the house. As Vesio gets in the backfield right away. Collins hurls one deep. His pass is incomplete off the hands of Buchanan. As it's going to be a turnover on downs. As the Dragons are going to take over on offense. Try to get one deep. As the blitz from the Dragons, too much for Collins and the Bulldogs. As now Knudsen comes back out at quarterback, gets another drive in the backfield for the Dragons. First down and 10 from the 25. Knudsen, little screen pass is brought down out of bounds. Max Socek on the reception. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10. 6:36 left in the game. Gretna leading 40-14 over Burke. That's Knudsen. 3 wide receivers at the top of your screen. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Gibbons. Gibbons up the middle is met by a swarm of defenders. Somehow stayed on his feet there for a second. Is brought down after a gain of 3. Will be 3rd down and 8. So now Gretna trying to convert a 3rd down here. Haven't been able to on the last 2 drives. As the clock winds down. Trying to get the play call in. 2 wide receivers on the top and bottom of your screen. 3rd down and 8. Knudsen sets Sowcheck in motion. Takes a snap. Hands off to Gibbons. Gibbons is met at the line and stuffed. No gain on the play as they'll get another tackle for the loss in the backfield. It'll be 4th down and 9. As Burke's going to take their first time out of the half. With 5 minutes, 21 seconds left here in the game. Gretna will give the ball back to Burke. We'll see if the Burke Bulldogs can capitalize off of it. Apologies, praying mantis troubles outside our door. As after the timeout, Cameron Bothwell in the punt unit will come out for the Dragons. Giving the ball back to the Bulldogs. As we'll look around for some updates around the Metro. There's no updates. As high snap for Bothwell. So he's going to punt a high one. Will sail out of bounds at the 45. As the Bulldogs will start with the ball near the 50. As Nathaniel Collins and the Burke Bulldogs look to do another big drive here. Gretna keeping the starting defense out there. Stopped them last drive. Almost had a few turnovers. Looking to capitalize on holding the Bulldogs from scoring any more. And Gretna really today have been running a one safety look back deep. Runge and Sheaf have been switching off. As Veith in the cornerback position. As Collins takes a snap, pressure coming from Vesio. Vesio hits him as he throws, and ball pops out. Aiden Rohr hit him as he caught it. The pass falls incomplete. Will be second down and 10. As Vesio came off the side there. Hit Collins as he threw. Collins still with a beautiful ball to the receiver. Now second down and 10 from the 44-yard line. Daniel Collins and Jamari Allen in the backfield. 3 wide receivers at the top of your screen. Takes a snap, quick pass as Allen gets it. Correction, not Allen. As he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Loss of 2 on the play. As I believe that was Buchanan. Third down and 13. Correction, 12.
The pass is complete out to the 42-yard line.
It's now big third down for the Bulldogs as time ticks away here in the fourth quarter as we near the end of the fourth quarter. As Collins senses the pressure, blitz coming from the Dragons. He's going to hurl one deep. Pass is incomplete, in and out of the hands of, I believe, Buchanan. Would have been a big gain for the Bulldogs. Correction, that's Jamari Allen. It's fourth down and 12. We'll keep the offense out there. One last hope. As Gretna still keeping this starting defense out there. I mean, this defense for the Dragons tonight, they've been really special. Stepping up after last year's defense. Filling in the holes and playing good as timeout before the play. Timeout charged from the Bulldogs. Their second of the half. So they're going to discuss this one before they go out and attempt to continue their drive. So far tonight, stats on the night brought to you by Calvin's of Louisville. Nate Collins, 11 for 28 with 196 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. Jamari Allen, 4 carries for 24 yards on the ground. And Marcus Buchanan, 7 receptions for 144 yards and 2 touchdowns. For the Dragons, Alex Wilcoxon, 13 completions for 98 yards and 2 touchdowns. Alex Wilcoxon also has 8 carries for 68 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Isaiah Weber with 17 carries for 86 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Will Rieberg, 2 receptions with 2 touchdowns on the night. And the leading receiver for the Dragons, Alex Runge, with 41 yards on 5 receptions. Fourth down, 12 now. Blitz coming from the Dragons. As Collins has to get it off, is incomplete. As Gretna will take over on offense. Incompletion forced by number 28, Jason Nahorny. As now the Dragons come back out on offense. Knudsen commanding the offense.
Takes over on downs. First down and 10.
Gretna will get the ball at the 42-yard line. As Knudsen will come off the field, Jacob Mowinkle will come in at quarterback. Be first down 10 from the 42. Mowinkle takes a snap, hands it off to Gibbons. And Gibbons is just stuffed in the backfield. No mercy from the Burke defenders as they just haul him down to the ground. 3-yard loss on the play. It'll be second down and 13. Mo Winkle in for his first drive of the season at quarterback. Gretna might just look to get rid of the clock here. Sets Sowcheck in motion. Hands it off. Gibbons immediately met at the line and dropped down. Loss of 1 on the play. A 3rd down and 15. Is Gretna really just looking at the run game here tonight? Not much passes. As well, we finally see one here on this drive. As they just continue to let the clock tick. 3 minutes left in the game. Mo Winkle in the shotgun. Alex Gibbons on his right. 2 wide receivers on the top and bottom of your screen. Sets Sowcheck in motion. Mo Winkle, he's going to keep it himself. Mo Winkle up the side. Gets up past the 40. Will go out of bounds. This will be marked short of the 40 at the 41. As Cameron Bothwell and the punt unit come back out. As clock continues to tick towards 0. Gretna looking to go to 1-0 after a hard-fought battle with the Burke Bulldogs. I mean, promising results here tonight from both teams. It's back deep for the Bulldogs, number 13, Zion Rush. Cameron Bothwell, his punt will drop at the 10 and go out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Good punt there from Bothwell. As the Bulldogs pinned back deep in their own territory. Look to find something here. First down and 10 now. Ball spotted at the 11-yard line. As Nathaniel Collins in the empty backfield might just try some shots here deep. As Collins drops back. Pressure coming. He's going to keep it himself. Hurls one deep is incomplete. Veith batted it away. Intended for Marcus Buchanan. Correction. Brady Sinclair. It's now second down and 10. 2:16 left here in the 4th quarter. Is Burke trying to find something here late in the game. Empty backfield again for Collins. Blitz coming from the Dragons as Hawkins almost takes him down in the end zone. Pass over the middle is incomplete yet again. Veith. Yet another chance for an interception. Can't get that one. Will be 3rd down 10 as Veith's had some close calls here tonight. Almost had an interception earlier in the game. Almost came up with one there that more than likely would have been a pick 6. It's now 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Last-ditch effort for the Bulldogs here to score some points. Gretna have been bringing the pressure here a lot tonight. A lot of blitz packages they're running up. As Collins takes a snap, tries to get it off quickly as Rhodes is going to bring him down out of bounds right after he gets that one. Loss of 1 on the play. Will be 4th down and long. Might just send the punt unit out, as this will more than likely end the game as they punt it off. Back deep for the Dragons, number 7, Michael Sheaf. As Gretna can just kneel it out if they want to.
Back deep for Gretna, number 7, Michael Sheaf.
Chief back deep for the Dragons. This player taking his time to get on the field as clock runs to 0. .205 left in the game. As the Bulldogs punt. A high one will drop at the 40. Chief will just let it roll, and this one's rolling. Almost a 50-yard punt for the Bulldogs, as Gretna will get the ball at the 37-yard line. It'll be first down 10 as Mo Winkle and the Dragons will come out. Might see a few plays here, but more than likely we're just going to see him knee it out and end week 1 1-0. As Gretna, really strong game here tonight, showing out in their first game. Promising results from the first team. There's Mo Winkle with Gibbons on his right. Takes the ball, hands it off to Gibbons. Gibbons, met at the line, is brought down. Logan Nielsen on the tackle. As they'll let the clock run. 2 more plays should do it for the Dragons. As Gretna. Defense looks sharp tonight. Key players on the defense. Blake Hawkins, can't say his name enough. Joey Veith looked really good tonight. A lot of pass deflections, not able to come down with the picks. But a lot of pass deflections. Michael Sheaf with the interception early on in the game. And Isaiah Weber, he's a heat-seeking missile on defense. As Mo Winkle is going to hand it off to Gibbons. Gibbons is met by a swarm of Bulldogs. More like a pack of Bulldogs. Now, third down and 9. As Gretna's just going to bring the clock down. Third down and 9. Trying to figure out the clock here. There's one final play should do it. We'll see if they just need it out here. This is Gretna. Strong game here tonight. I can't say it enough. After a season of going to the state championship, coming up just short with Zane Flores and other Dragons, they come out and have a promising result here tonight. As one final snap should do it here tonight. As Gretna is going to come out victorious in their first game of the season. As the final score is going to be 40 Gretna, 14 Omaha Burke. Stats on the night. Alex Wilcoxon, 13 for 16 with 98 yards passing and 2 passing touchdowns. Michael Knudsen, 2 completions for 9 yards. On the ground, Alex Wilcoxon, 8 carries for 68 yards and 2 touchdowns. Isaiah Weber, 17 carries for 86 yards. Will Weberg hauled in 2 touchdowns on 2 receptions. And Alex Runge, 5 receptions for 41 yards as the team's leading receiver. Blake Hawkins on the defense had 3 tackles for a loss with a sack and a forced fumble. And Michael Sheaf with an interception early on in the game. For the Bulldogs, Nate Collins, 12 for 32 with 195 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. He had an interception as well. Jamari Allen led the team in rushing with 4 carries for 24 yards. Marcus Buchanan, 7 receptions for 144 yards and 2 touchdowns on the night for the Bulldogs. Gretna concludes week 1 1-0 as they will travel to Omaha Central next week. As for the Gretna community, next week Gretna East will take on Buena Vista at home on Gretna Live here next week at 7 o'clock. I'm Brody Heidemann. It's been a great night to be a Dragon, as I will see you next week.